Greetings to all of humanity's reader joy. It's always my pleasure and my honor to be greeting you and bringing to you this message of emancipation, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that's why I want to share with you concerning leprosy in the forehead and what it really means in the Bible when it speaks about leprosy in the forehead and leprosy in general, what it's really all about. You see, many times when people read the Bible, they look at the Bible as literal and as secular history instead of looking at the Bible as a book of mind science. So when they read of leprosy, they just think about an outer disease, but they never realize that it's a disease of the mind. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share something with you from this Bible, which is 66 books of magic, the Overcomer's Bible. And this is book 2 of the Old Testament version, okay? So I have 2 versions of the Old Testament because it was big print and Amazon could only print a certain amount. So the old Bible is in 3 parts, the new and the old is split in 2, okay? But when you look at it, the way how I constructed this Bible, you would realize I actually started with the New Testament, okay? And end with the Old Testament. And the last book that I end with the Old Testament is the book of Chronicles, okay? Because Chronicles is dealing with all the acts that you would have done throughout your life here or your experience here, okay? So what happened, most people fail to realize that the Bible is their spiritual autobiography that must be interpreted psychologically, and it's all about their life. That is why they do not understand the book of Chronicles, okay? That it is everything that you would have done from your birth to your death. That's what it's really all about. So here I'm going to show you in 2nd Chronicles chapter 26 of a story that is there concerning a king named Uzziah. And today, when you understand what is happening in the world, you're going to see the many Uzziahs based on their mindset and what they are bringing forth and what they are offering the rest of the world to keep them controlled, to keep them divided and conquered, where they are injecting their ideas and their philosophies upon the people to keep them controlled, because they have become influential men and women who have put certain things in place and would have strengthened the people from the outer realm of the flesh. And so we are living in a time when we've seen leprosy in the forehead of the presidents and prime ministers all around the world, because kings, which are influential men, who have rise to a certain level, not in the spiritual realm, but more in the physical, humanistic, animalistic, physical, earthly realm. And they have kept most of the masses to believe in their humanistic realm and to look up to these men and women, such as the one who came forth in 2015 and told the world about a pandemic before the pandemic has ever taken place. And also, one who would have told the world also of something that is coming that is even worse than the current pandemic, that is worse than the COVID-19. One who can buy up all of the lands to give more people more of the GMO kind of food and to keep the people more control. So it tells you that Uzziah, which represents the outer realm, okay, Uzziah was a great king. He built engines and all of these things. He built a great army. And he built up a certain amount of influence. And because he became so strong, which we can see today, those who control AI, those who control the media, we can see how powerful their influence are upon the rest of the world who are dwelling just in the physical realm of existence. And so we see that because Uzziah was lifted up in his pride, and we are seeing where all these so-called leaders and influential men and women have been lifted up in pride, that they believe that they can exercise certain power and authority over the people. So here it tells you now that Uzziah wanted us to go into the temple to burn incense. It's showing you that these men are going outside their place of authority and wants to control you from the inside out. And so many people look at the vaccination program as just any ordinary program. And those who believe in secular Christianity, they will tell you that it's not the mark of the beast. They will tell you it's not a mark that have to do with your mind and your authority, what you do. Your hand is always speaking about what you do, what action you would take. It's the hand of the builder. Are they acting the part of the builder instead of you being the part of the builder? Are they acting as the part of the thinker when you're supposed to be the thinker? When one can decide what's best for you, health-wise, survival-wise, whether you live or whether you die, and they want to decide that, that is the ones who are trying to go into your temple to burn incense in your temple. Because they want to be the light in your temple. They want to be the fragrance in your temple. It's all about mind control. So all of these things are written in the Bible symbolically. But there is always the Azariahs, the true priests, those who have been awakened, those who have been enlightened and empowered with wisdom from on high, from a high place of consciousness, from a high place of dwelling. They are the ones who would withstood Uzziah and say it is not right for thee to burn incense in the temple. We are the ones who will bring forth words of wisdom to the people, to tell the people you do not have to bow, to tell the people that you are the Lord and Master of your destiny, because it is your own thoughts that's creating your reality and creating your personality. Therefore, you can live your life how you want it to be. So we are seeing here that when a man is just dwelling on a certain level of wisdom and understanding, and he haven't gone to the higher place of consciousness, that his influence and his achievements can turn around and become like a curse upon him when he exercises certain authority and get out of his place of calling, or get out of his place of purpose, because everyone has been given a purpose on the face of this earth. So you have inventors, you have presidents, you have prime ministers, you have all of these different kind of people. But what they do not tell you about is the prophets, the seers, the true high priests, those who are born to lift the vibration and the frequency and the earth by having the masses to tap in to their true identity, which is their divinity, so that their foreheads would not be leprous, that they would not suffer from leprosy. So the world is suffering from leprosy of the forehead in their thinking. So we see the school system, the religious system, the political system. We see all of these systems have been set up for you to have this leprosy in your forehead, in your thinking. But there are always the Azariahs who's going to stand up to the Uzziahs, not with bombs and guns, but with the word of truth. And the word of truth will expose their leprosy in their forehead. And all those who will follow them and be influenced by them, they'll be exposed by the leprosy that will be seen in their foreheads. So my brother and my sisters, we're living in a time where you have to decide whether your God is your money or your belly. Where you have to decide whether you're the God of money or money is your God. Whether you are the master of money or money is your master. But I'm saying to you that you have the power to master yourself and master all of your circumstances. So you do not have to have a Uzziah trying to burn incense in your temple when you are the priest. I'm saying to you, you are the high priest of your life. Take control. Do not let anyone charisma or anyone ranked or file keep you grounded. Because right now everything is being censored. They want to shut everyone up who's bringing forth truth to help the people to awake. So my brother and my sisters, everything has been played out, but not much people can understand it, because you see many people read the Bible and they think that the Bible is literal. They think the Bible is secular history. They think the Bible is speaking about things that happened thousands of years ago, but no. King Uzziah represent those thoughts that are going to keep you in the realm of the physical and keep you there strengthened in that physical realm, instead of being lifted up to the realm of the higher places, the higher state of mind. We see where pride, arrogance, where all of these things are now ruling the earth. Where we see it now, you have transgender, you have LGBTQ or whatever. And if we've been honest, we would have to say that all of these religious bodies should be able to just accept them. Because if they say that God is love and love is unconditional, then they should accept them, because they say that the place that they're going to worship is the house of God, and is the place of God, and Jesus Christ died on the cross of everybody's sin, and that everyone is forgiven. So all of these preachers are supposed to accept all of these gays and LGBTQ or whatever. But I'm saying to you, the real temple is this. So you could decide who you want in this temple to burn incense in this temple. You could decide if you want to have a Bill Gates to burn incense in your temple. I want a Joe Biden or whoever it is to burn incense in your temple because of their influence. And that is why, as I come to a close here, when you read the Bible and you read about Isaiah being the prophet or a seer, Isaiah couldn't see the Lord or himself, his higher self, until the death of Uzziah. In Isaiah chapter 6, in the year that King Uzziah died, there comes a time when all of these kings like Uzziah who you've been looking up to. Because Uzziah could be anybody, it could be your pastor too. All these people that you've been looking up to, not until they die, you will be able to see the Lord face to face, which is the I amness, your true self, your higher self. So my brother, my sisters, you be the only true influence of your life by learning to love yourself, believing in yourself and embracing yourself, believing in your higher self. And believe when I say to you that God in man is man's imagination. For the eternal body of man is the imagination. That is God himself. For everything in this world, it was false imagined. It was false a thought. It was false an idea. It was false imagined. So take control of your mind, as someone else will control your mind for you. So those people who belong to secular Christianity, they can never ever be able to show you the true mark of the beast or show you the Antichrist spirit, because they are the ones who's actually of the Antichrist spirit. They are the ones who are actually brainwashed and deceived. They are the ones who've been carrying this mark from ever since in their forehead. They are the ones who've been carrying this leprosy from ever since. That is why they had the power to shut down these churches and say how much people can go into the church and worship by using what? A pandemic, a scamdemic. And many people say, oh, that is not the mark of the beast. When the mark of the beast comes. You see, I can go into a lot of stuff and show you certain things. You see, it is only one power, but they misuse that same power. And it's the power 9. That's 666? Yeah, man. Some people tell you neurons and protons and so on. And I am in agreement with that. It's all carbon. Yes, I agree with all of that. But it comes down to numerology too. And that whole numerology come into an experience too. Of those who will not bow. And those who will bow, but it's one power. It's one power. It's one power. Okay, and that thing could switch 2 ways. Okay? So, my brother, my sisters, my whole encouragement to you is to take control of your mind. Too much of us have too much of Uzziahs in our lives that we're looking up to. Things that will only solve the outer and strengthen us on the outer realm. But we need to be strengthened on the inner realm, and we need some Azariah, some high priest. Right thoughts, uplifting thoughts. Not somebody to look over you. You are the high priest. Generate the right kind of thoughts. Burn the right kind of incense in your temple. So my brother and my sisters, that just, me sharing a little bit of wisdom with you. The time will come and I'll break down all of these things here in the Bible. You understand? And put them in the rightful place for you in different books and so on, in many different ways, because sometimes making a video doesn't give enough time to really explain and break down things how you would like to. But I'm just scratching the surface to show you it's all about the mind, it's all mental, and show you why my last book in the Old Testament is the book of Chronicles. It's the book of Chronicles. So my brother and my sisters, from your birth to your death, it's all been calculated. It's all been calculated. Take your life more seriously. Take your life in your hand and be responsible for all your thoughts and your actions. Stop look up to other people. Look up to no one and look down on no one. Live by that principle. And remember, the golden rule of life is to do unto others as you have them do unto you. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much, and I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, it makes sense to you and it's really resonating with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at BlackMadGuru. And if you would like to check out my Patreon, you can check out my Patreon. There's good information that is there for you. And for those who are donating at least $20, or even more, you have access to the Inner Sun Science and Technology to create your reality consciously, or the Inner Sun Engineering to create your reality consciously. And when you have your true awakening experience, you will realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N and the S-O-N. Truly. For it is the dawning of a new day in your life. For truly the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, the S-U-N, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And so you're told also that the Son of Righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wings. So true righteousness is when that light has risen in you. And you realize that you are a spirit having a human experience. Okay? And you know all of this by experience. So if there's any other way that you would like to support this work, also I want to say to you that we have a PayPal and the link is down below. Feel free to check out the link. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to say peace. I love you all.